Namaskar. In this video I will discuss about sowing the seed of modification. In Yoga Nidra, perhaps the most effective ways of training the mind is discovered in Sankalpa, which you produce yourself throughout each practice. Anything in life can fail you, but not the Sankalpa made during Yoga Nidra. Sankalpa is a Sanskrit word which can be translated as determination or resolution. It is an essential phase of Yoga Nidra and a powerful technique of reshaping your personality and instructions in life along positive lines. If you understand what you desire to accomplish in life, Sankalpa can be the developer of your fate. Whether you want to become a painter, writer, or spiritual leader, you can train yourself through this basic method. However, first you need to have a direction. The majority of us are going to pieces in the darkness, like ships without rudders, sails without sheet anchors. We don't understand which method we are headed since we are being led, required and pushed by the tempest of life. Often we go the best way too, but that is typically since we are pushed into it. We have no choice. Using the method of Yoga Nidra, however, we have a choice in life, and that choice is created by the Sankalpa or determination. The Sankalpa takes the type of a short psychological declaration, which is impressed on the subconscious mind when it is receptive and conscious auto-suggestion throughout Yoga Nidra. The Sankalpa needs to be made, not when you are intellectually active, however when your mind is calm and quiet. Prior to and after the practice of Yoga Nidra there is a short period committed to Sankalpa. The willpower you make at the beginning of the practice resembles sowing a seed, and the resolve at the end is like watering it. Sankalpa is a decision to end up being something or to do something in your life. Everybody has numerous desires and aspirations. However, the majority of them get lost, exhausted or destroyed, just as when you scatter seeds in different locations. Some might grow, however most will not. Sankalpa is a seed which you produce and after that plant in the bed of your mind. When the mind is clear, the Sankalpa grows very well. If you initially prepare the bed with fertilizer and manure, eliminate the weeds, and after that sow the seed, the plant will grow better. In the same way, you have the mind and you have a concept. If you prepare the mind and sow the seed appropriately, then it will grow in your life and become an effective instruction. Many people make intellectual resolves which hardly ever bring results. This is due to the fact that the willpower is either not planted deeply enough, made when the mind is disturbed, or when the mind is not all set to receive it. For success, the Sankalpa needs to be planted with strong self-control and feeling. It should be planted when the mind is relaxed and ready to accept and absorb it. Such a state occurs during Yoga Nidra. Once the seed of Sankalpa is planted deep in the subconscious, it gathers the huge forces of the mind in order to bring about its fruition. This deep and powerful seed will ultimately manifest itself once again at a conscious level and cause changes in your character and your life. Each of us has the power to remold our own mental structure. No character is beyond reformation, and no fear or fascination is so deep-rooted that it cannot be changed. The seed of modification is discovered in the resolve made in Yoga Nidra. This resolution should be backed by deeply ingrained self-control in order to be carried through. Sankalpa is a powerful strategy, and it needs to be used intelligently. Although you can utilize the resolve for healing purposes, it must rather be used for a greater purpose, such as achieving self-realization or the state of samadhi. If you want to change your life pattern, that can be done by the power of the Sankalpa made throughout Yoga Nidra. If there is a negative propensity or routine in your life and you wish to fix it, that can also be done through a positive Sankalpa. Sankalpa is an extremely effective instrument in the hands of man. The function of Sankalpa is not to satisfy desires, however to create strength in the structure of the mind. You can even state that Sankalpa is the force of will. A Sankalpa must just be made when one comprehends its real purpose and significance. In the starting, many people do not know what Sankalpa is or which sankalpa they need to make. For that reason, it is much better to wait till understanding develops. Sankalpa can create an instructions for your whole life if you use it carefully. However, if you use it just for the eradication of bad routines such as cigarette smoking or drinking, then you are misusing it. The purpose of sankalpa is to influence and change the entire life pattern. Not just physically, however, also psychologically, emotionally and spiritually. Then, you're a heavy cigarette smoker or drinker, you will automatically give it up. It is for this reason that we do not suggest making use of sankalpa for eliminating bad practices. It is better to pick a sankalpa that will change your whole personality so that you end up being more well-balanced, happy and fulfilled. When sankalpa ends up being the directing force, everything you do in life ends up being effective.